Oh, while we're speaking about VAR and refereeing decisions, what's the point of Ref Watch? Did you see it today? The two decisions in the game between Chelsea and Spurs that Dermot Gallagher was asked about, both of them, he just basically backed up the referees. Now, whatever about the Caicedo one, I actually do agree with that personally. I don't think that should have been a red card. But to say that there wasn't enough force in the elbow from Kulusevski into the head of the Chelsea player, Lavia I think it was, and you see the little cut on the side of Romeo Lavia's head, I thought Stephen Warnock raised a very good point, and Sue Smith as well, that the force was there from the running. You know, you don't need to pull your elbow back if it's out like this and you're running at somebody at pace. And you could clearly see it. He caught Lavia, cut him, or, well actually I think it's this side of his head, and you've seen the images afterwards. And yet we have this job's worth telling us that the referee and the VAR were right, that there wasn't enough force in it. The mental gymnastics that this man does every single week just to back up referees is pathetic. I don't see the point of the segment at all. Because all it is every week is Sue Smith and Stephen Warnock disagreeing with the referee, because Sue Smith and Stephen Warnock are usually based in some kind of sensible discussion. So I usually find myself on the side of Sue Smith and Stephen Warnock. And then Dermot Gallagher's just basically talking shite and going through this mental gymnastical routine in his head about why the ref was right. It's bollocks. The whole lot of it is absolute nonsense. But I just don't get what the point of it is. Let's bring on Dermot to tell us all why we shouldn't be angry at the referees. That's basically what they should be saying. Keith said, I thought that he should have been sent off. I don't know which one in particular, Keith, mate, you're talking about. For me, the Caicedo one, I don't think was a red. Same way I didn't think Curtis Jones was a red. Same way I didn't think, was it Marcus Rashford in the Champions League for United? I didn't think that was a red. Nowhere near enough force or intent in that for me. So that one I've no issues with. But the one for Kulusevski, where he clearly runs into him, elbow in the most unnatural position you're ever going to see, because nobody runs with their elbows up like this, right out by their side towards a player, unless you're planning on doing something with that elbow. So I thought that was bullshit. Right, so I did promise I'd get back to this gent super chat, and thank you very much, sir. Lux Rips said, opinions on refs having to answer to the media instead of never having to explain their calls. Should they get their own press time? No, I don't think they should. I do think they should be transparent and we should hear all the audio. The commentators of the games get the audio from the VAR hub. I think referees and the fans should hear all of that. Transparency is clear, but I don't think they should be questioned after games by the media. No, I don't. Because I think that's just setting them up for more hate towards them. But transparency of explaining decisions, how they got to the thought process, and certainly there should be, some more pushback on the likes of Mic'd Up, those type of shows. What's the point in bringing them on if Michael Owen doesn't turn around to Howard Webb and say, right, the audio from Alexis McAllister being challenged by Jeremy Doku, we see the VAR come in and say both go in high, but they didn't. So stuff like that I'd like a bit more pushback on, to go, he's talking out his arse there, Howard. They didn't both go in high. Doku went in high to McAllister's chest. So that's the type of stuff that riles me up. But no, I don't think personally that refs should be wheeled out in front of the media. Just my own take on it though.